Welcome to 2026 clean with me. Ooh, January 1st. Whew, 30 days of decluttering. We're extending it past December into January because there's too much stuff here and we gotta get rid of all of it. Okay, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, my name is Elisha and I am a creator who does a little bit of vlogging, a little bit of fashion. I show you a little bit of my life, a lot of vlogging, and I previously talked about how I spent the month of December decluttering and how I just felt very cluttered, and I used this break that I had after Vlogmas just to kind of declutter, relax, reset my mind, my home. And this video here, I'm just showing you me going through and decluttering a lot of different places. I took my time, so this is over a span of a few days, and I'm still decluttering, and I've really been enjoying it.
Not today, but this is on the list though, so we're gonna get through it. One at a time, so I'm gonna do this drawer now, and then I'll take a break.
So during this entire exercise, I've been realizing that the clutter isn't just physical. It lives in our minds and in our spirits too. You know, over time, you just tabulate and accumulate so much stuff. And this was very therapeutic, very eye-opening, just to go through all the things that are cluttered and just things we just have so much of. So every drawer that I avoided, every pile that I continually walk past, it just felt like, you know, unspoken thoughts just waiting for my attention, things that there were just tasks just piling up everywhere. So after the holidays, I decided to not only just declutter my home, but I'm inviting the Lord into this process as well. Every drawer I clean, every room I clean, I'm asking him to help me make room for peace again, you know, just cleansing the area and cleansing the declutter, not just from our home, but from our minds and our house and our daily lives. As I'm letting go of what I no longer use, what our family no longer needs, I'm also releasing anything that I was never meant to carry, right? These crazy expectations as a wife, as a mom, as a working woman, right? That leads to this mom guilt or not doing enough, or even this complacency where we are stuck in old seasons and the pressure just to be everything all at once. This is just insane. I know for me, motherhood, work, and just life overall can really get really heavy. And I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but a mess isn't always the sign of like failure. It's definitely an evidence of a full life. this playroom here is where my kids get to be free and be creative. And, you know, I'm grateful that they have a space that they can wreck and move about. And, you know, I initially look at it and get overwhelmed, and then I have to bring back the thought of my kids being able to enjoy a space that I didn't have as a child, you know, enjoy toys that I couldn't even imagine having. And they're all just a really great blessing to see. So I also think about, you know, cleaning out some of these toys, you know, right after Christmas passing, things that no longer serve them, things they've outgrown, things they're no longer looking at. And then I also remind myself that decluttering isn't just about tossing things or having less. It's about stewardship. It's about storing the things that we own, storing the things God has blessed us with, and encouraging my kids to also see it that way. So creating a space where they can access their toys freely and organize them and care for them. That's what this space is for them, and I want to make sure they enjoy it too. But I am doing a little cleaning. Obviously, I introed or showed you guys me trying to straighten up. I showed y'all that before. I'm almost finished. This is the or straightening myself. I don't even know how I lost my voice. So I'm gonna finish cleaning up, then we're gonna do some laundry folding and get the kids ready for bed and school and all the things. Hey you guys, I have not vlogged all day, in a few days actually. Just coming to say hi, to show you the playroom, all cleaned up. It's still messy and not as organized as I like it to be. But as you can see the floor again. And we're about to play with some trains and hang out, but I wanted to show you guys, this is our bouncy house. We usually leave that rolled up, but it gets really big. And then that's our rock climbing wall. The mattress is where they like fall down into, but they don't use it that much. But anyway, I got all the stuff organized, at least so that Easton can play with his favorite things right now. I got the train tracks organized by color, and all his trains are in here, and then all the extra track, and then we got some miscellaneous stuff, more track stuff, and then we got a Hot Wheel track section, a race car section.
But what about
all the race car stuff? That's just random stuff. Just random things I found that I don't know really what they are. But yes, we got a little bit of organization. It made me feel a lot better about this room. But yeah, we're just gonna hang out and play. Easton's looking at me like, are you gonna play with me or what? So what are we playing?
with my game?
Okay.
Don't really know.
All right, we have to connect it to something. Yeah, let's play it. All right, push her. Get her going. Lose all your passengers and your cargo is gonna fall off. And Percy is gonna be in big trouble. You're gonna have to put a support beam there. Yep. Oh, that's not big enough. You need something taller. Maybe. No.
I don't want you to do that.
Try to find a similar one to the one we had earlier. Further over. There you go. Perfect. Much better. Now we're ready to go. Knocked one off. Connor's gone. Uh-oh. Oh! No, Connor's off the track. Oh no. Oh no. Percy. Oh boy. There she is at the dock. They all talk to each other. That's so cool. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh! Goodness. Let him play with the tall part. Give him a train to play up there. So he doesn't mess up your track. Here, go. Oh boy. She's stuck. He's stuck. Uh-oh. There we go. So yeah, I thought closing out this declutter session with clearing out all of the holiday decor was fitting. I mean, I took a little break after Vlogmas, and Vlogmas actually really whooped my tail, and I didn't realize how much it had burnt me out. And I'm grateful for the time. I spent the time in the break that I had just cleaning and, like I said, decluttering, and just clearing the space. And with, every bag that I filled with things that no longer served us, every bag that I donated and, sent away, every surface that I cleared, I felt my mind quiet down. I felt my kind of like angst and love for my home came back. My heart softened. I felt like I was able to actually exhale and enjoy my space. And I actually enjoyed my break even more because I was letting go of things that just were no longer there for us. So I'm proud of myself. I felt overwhelmed. It felt heavy, and I'm still doing this journey. It doesn't end here. I didn't show you guys every ounce of it. There were parts of my home that I cleared out that I didn't show. But this is something I plan on doing throughout the year. Decluttering is very important, and I know we always wait to do it to the new year, but I think it's just going to be something I do periodically throughout the month. I just felt so relieved. Instead of being overwhelmed, I'm just choosing to be obedient. When the Lord tells me to get up and start clearing things out, I'm going to just do it. A lot of times I would just sit and be like, oh, I just can't deal with it right now. Close the drawer, hide it, put it somewhere else. And I'm no longer want to do that. So I hope you enjoyed this of me just clearing out and putting away our Christmas decor. And yeah. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed, maybe this is your sign to go through and declutter. And as you're decluttering, or even as you're cleaning a small space, or, folding laundry, use that time to invite the Lord into that event. He wants you to call on him even on the smallest things that either you're struggling to tackle or something you have no energy doing. Invite him in, advise him that you need his strength to make it through. I prayed over me dealing with so much mess and systems that were breaking, and he told me to get up and throw things away, get up and clear things out. And I just hope this was helpful. I hope if this encouraged you to declutter, and I encourage you to take it one step at a time, one drawer at a time, 10, 20 minutes at a time, one prayer at a time. Ask the Lord to tell you what to throw away, where to lead you, where to start. I just feel like we deserve homes that feel easy, that feel peaceful, and don't overwhelm us, so that our minds are continually focused on the Lord, rooted in faith, and not being fearful or cluttered minds. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you're new here, I hope you choose to stick around and join the tribe that I'm creating here. And until next time.